Well, welcome to our Healthy Fit Seniors Seated Stretch Mobility and Recovery. You earned this relaxation, but we're still going to work the muscles. So we use the ball in between the thighs to activate the thighs and use our leg muscles even though we're seated. We're going to use our core muscles because we're going to sit nice and tall. There's no slouching in this class, right? So we're activating our core all the way around here. The theme for today's class is balance after effort. So we had our effort doing our strength training. Now the balance piece is the relaxation and stretching, because when you are lifting weights, your muscles are contracting and they get tight. Now we want to lengthen and stretch them out to improve your recovery time, to help reduce any pain from tight muscles, to help you with your range of motion so you can move a little easier. So our mantra today, what we want to be thinking about is, I strengthen, I soften, I heal. Okay? We're going to start with some breath work, and we have two different breathing techniques we're going to try today that are both super fun. If anyone walks by, they're probably going to be like, what are you doing? Because we're going to start with lion's breath. All right? So the lion's breath, if you're not congested, when we do this, we're going to be inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. If you're congested, you're going to have to inhale and exhale through your mouth. So as we do this, we're going to sit tall in our chair. And as you exhale, when you get to the exhale, you're going to stick your tongue out and make the sound, okay? We're also going to do a hand motion here, almost like we're one of those scary lizards that their fan opens up when they're trying to scare someone away. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right. So that is great for stress release, clearing tension in your face, jaw, and neck. Do you feel like you're a little bit relaxed already? It's a lot of fun. All right, so the next one is bee breath. And this one is going to create vibration throughout your body. And that's really good for calming the nervous system and promoting inner peace. You're going to feel the vibration. So again, we're going to sit tall in our chair. If we're able, inhaling through the nose, and as we exhale, we're going to kind of hum like a bee, that low vibration sound. All right, inhale. Inhale. Create that vibration in your chest. One more. Yes, sir. All right. Moving into some warm-up movements. Let's again align ourselves, adjust your sits bones as needed in the chair, stack your vertebrae one on top of the other, lengthening your spine, opening your heart, extending your arms in a seated mountain pose. So as we're here, I want you to focus on your breaths, breathing all the way down to your pelvic floor below your belly button, expanding your ribs, expanding your chest, fully exhaling. Keep going. If at any time during class you want to shut your eyes or gaze at something softly in the room, you can do so. Relax those hands, shoulder rolls. Lift those shoulders up towards your ears, and then release the tension as you drop the shoulders. Let's try to create some movement in your scapula, your shoulder blades.
Good job.
One more. Inhale in. Grab one wrist by the side. Reach to the side. Stretch. Feel that good stretch down your side body and your rib cage. Exhale. We're going to do that on the other side. Inhale. Grab that wrist. Reach. Doesn't that feel amazing? Exhale. I invite you now to put your hands on your thighs. We're going to articulate our spine. Press your chest out. Looking up at an angle. Now exhale, round your back towards the back of your chair. Seated cat-cow. Inhale, lift your chest. Press. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This is good for spinal flexibility, articulating those vertebrae, stretching out our back muscles. So when you press the front, you should feel a stretch across your chest here. And as you exhale, this is the opposite. You're feeling it in your back. Feel that stretch. Allow your breath to dictate your movement. All right, set the ball aside. Cross your legs. Inhaling up, sweep your arms to one side for a gentle twist. Again, lengthening the spine. And back to center. Switch sides. Again, you can also cross at the ankle if it's uncomfortable to cross over the thighs. Big inhale, sweep your arms to one side. This should be the other side, your second side. Nice tall posture. There's no wrong way as long as you get both sides. We don't want you to be crooked. Just remember that. All right. Moving into our stretch and mobility flow, we can put the ball back in between our thighs. Let's start with some upper body movement, shall we? With some neck stretches and some neck mobility. Looking to the left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right. Now drop your head down in a circle, semicircle to the other shoulder and back. 2 more times, one on each side. Bring your head back to center. Let's drop it to one side. Feel the stretch on the side of the neck. If you want a little bit more stretch, just gently place your hand on top of your head. No need to press or pull. Just the weight of your hand will give you more of a stretch here. And back to center, drop it on the other side. Again, feeling that stretch in the side of the neck. Place the hand. And relax. Chest opener. Let's open up our arms nice and wide. Feel that good stretch across our chest. Now grab the back of your chair here. Press your chest to the front. Like you're Superman, Supergirl. Your cape is flying in the back, right?
Invisible.
Yeah, Peggy says hers is invisible. And relax. All right, we're gonna do a little eagle now. So we can cross, put the ball on the outside of the leg. Cross and place that foot on the ball. It's kind of like our little balance thing there. We're gonna twist our arms up like a pretzel. I always feel like a pretzel when I do this. So we open up our arms, and then we're gonna cross them. And then you can place your hands top to top, or wrap it around palm to palm. All right, so your choice once you're in that position. Now we're gonna pull the elbows down. Do you feel that stretch in your shoulders and in your back? Good. That means you're doing it correctly. Again, nice tall posture. Nice deep breaths. One more. Now, as you unwind your arms, look and see which one's on top, because we're going to switch. So, bring the ball to the other side to place the foot on. Open your arms up, cross the other arm on top. Does it feel weird already? Probably because you picked your dominant arm to start with. All right, so again, top of your hand to top of hand, or wrap them around. Now this side, my shoulders are a lot more tight because this is where my worst mobility is. So it's gonna feel a little tighter. You might have one side that felt tighter than the other. Pull those elbows down towards the chest. Feel that good stretch in your shoulders and back? Nice deep breaths here. And relax. All right, uncross. Let's put the ball back in between the thighs. Moving into some lower body. Actually, I'm going to set this aside for the lower body because we're going to extend that. You'll be moving the legs around quite a bit. Kick that front toe up, heel on the floor. I'm going to scoot a little bit closer to the front of my chair just for comfort. Just make sure you're not going to fall out of your chair when we reach forward. We're going to scoop and splash the water up. Or maybe we're like a little kid picking up the leaves and throwing them in the air. And then your dad comes to yell at you because you just messed up the pile that they made, right? Reach. Hold it down on this one. Holding down, reaching towards your thigh, your shin, or your shoe.
All right, Gene, he's gonna push your cart to your apartment.
And roll it up. All right, let's take that leg across for a seated figure four stretch, either at the ankle or crossing over the thigh. So we can use our elbow to press into our thigh and lean forward. So you feel it in the outside leg. Are you feeling that? This will help loosen up that leg, improve your walking mobility, help a little bit with sciatica. Any hip tightness or low back pain, this is a really good stretch.
You doing okay, Loretta? Sure.
All right, let's do that on the other side, starting with that toe up in the air. Kick that heel into the ground. Let's reach down and throw the leaves up. Throw the leaves up. Hold it down on this one, reaching down towards your thigh, your shin, or your shoe. Feeling that good stretch from your heel all the way up to your butt cheek. And roll it up. Crossing that leg over now for that seated figure four, over at the ankle or over the thigh. You might notice one side is tighter than the other. This is my tighter side for sure. So using your elbow to kind of press or apply pressure onto that thigh as we lean forward, feeling that stretch. And bring it up. Now we're gonna sit like a cowboy. Nice and wide. So stretch out the inner thigh. So let's lean to one side, pressing on your thigh. Feel that stretch. Another side. Don't forget those nice deep breaths. Softening any tightness in the muscles. That'll go a long way to your recovery. All right, let's work on the ankles a little bit. Point and flex here. Point and flex. And then do little circles. Carl beat me to it. He's ready. Other side. He's been practicing at home. It's great. It's great. All right, other leg. Starting with the point and flex, point and flex. Oh, did y'all hear that? My ankle just popped.
I heard that.
That was loud. And little circles. Other direction. Relax that. Let's put the ball back in between the thighs. We're going to do a few sun salutation variations here with some spine and core work. So again, adjust your sits bones as needed. Nice tall posture. Let's start in that mountain. On this inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, squeezing that ball. Reach down towards your thighs, your shins, or your shoes. Allow that head to relax. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Inhale, half lift, hands on your thighs like you're looking over the cliff. Exhale, back down. Allow your arms to hang heavy. Feel that good stretch in your back. Relaxing your neck. Roll it up. Nice tall posture. Big shoulder roll here. And release into mountain. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale your arms into cactus. Opening that chest nice and wide. Inhale your arms. Let's hold them up here like a steeple. Exhale into prayer. Swan dive down like you're diving into the swimming pool. Reach. Inhale, half lift. Hands on your thighs. Looking over that cliff. Exhale down. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Exhale those arms into cactus again. Rotate and twist to one side, dropping your hands to the outside of your leg in your chair. Nice tall posture. And back to center. Big inhale up. Exhale into cactus. We're going to the other side this time. Rotate and twist. You can drop your hands down to your outside of your shoe or your knee and the chair rather. Nice tall posture. And back to center. Big inhale up. Exhale, drop one hand down to the side of the chair. Reach. And up. Bring the arm up and exhale. Again. Inhale up. We're dropping the other arm down. Reach it down towards the side of the chair. Reach up overhead. Up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, reach down towards your thighs, your shins, or your shoes. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time, big shoulder roll. Let's do one more shoulder roll. Let's work on our hands and face now, shall we? Let's start with a wrist stretch, back and forth. Little circles. Other direction. Open your hands, press gently on those fingers. Feel that good stretch. Make sure you're not bending your wrist here. We want to stretch the hand out, not the wrist. And the thumb. Massaging that meaty part of the hand. All right, other hand. Stretch out the fingers, press gently. I feel good. And the thumb. Massage here. Let's shake them out, shake them out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right, moving on to our facial exercise. This will help rejuvenate and relax the face, improve your facial expressions. Today we're going to start with a little bit of myofascial release. So we're going to start with 2 fingers, start at the temples, gently massage little circles, releasing any tension. Remember, soften and heal, going across the eyebrows, right above, gentle circles, and down in between the eyebrows. We don't want to have that mom angry face or that grandma angry face. And then up on the forehead, gentle circles. Releasing any tension that you have in that area. All the way up to your hairline. And back down around to the temples. Let's go around to the eye socket and the cheekbones. So this also will stimulate collagen. As we age, our collagen production in our body goes down. Let's work down towards the jaw. A lot of people hold tension in their jaw. Maybe they even clench their jaw when they're sleeping. That's when you know that you're really stressed. Little fun fact for you. There are more teachers that have to wear mouth guards at night because they clench their jaw than any other occupation. So do you feel those muscles are tight right now when you're massaging? So this is a great way to release any tension in the jaw.
And you said it releases collagen?
Yes, it stimulates collagen production naturally in your body. But you should, after like perimenopause, you should start taking collagen as a supplement. It is a great way to help your body with that because our body's not producing it as much. All right, so now let's do the mouthwash technique. So we're gonna puff up our cheeks and swish like we're swishing mouthwash. Back and forth each side. Do you feel it stretching out your cheek muscles? And relax. Now we're going to work on the muscles around our eyeballs and tone those eyes. So we're going to make two V's with our fingers. We're going to put those on the inside and the outside of the eye, right? Like this. And apply gentle pressure. Try to close your eyes while resisting your fingers. And as you do that, then release. For 3 seconds, you hold it like you're trying to close your eyes. And release. Release. Again. Do y'all feel those eye muscles working? And release. One more. All right, relax. We're gonna continue to work on that with our next exercise for our forehead also. So we're gonna place our hands on our forehead gently. So that's gonna help restrict the movement in our forehead. And we're gonna try to use our eye muscles here. We're gonna look up to the side, and then you're gonna look down to the opposite corner diagonally. Up to the side, like right side, left bottom corner. Up, right side, down, left corner. This is also good for eye strain if you're using a computer or your phone a lot. It helps release that stress. All right, other side. Look in the upper left corner, down right corner. So you're looking at a diagonal up to the side and then down to the corner. And relax. All right. So those are some other techniques you can do while you're in between commercials. Moving on to our cool down and meditation. We're going to repeat the 2 breathing techniques that we did at the beginning, starting with the lion's breath. Inhale. Exhale, tongue out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. All right, deep breath for calming. Inhale, and then we're gonna hum like a bee. Again, that's really good for calming the nervous system. Those vibrations are good for the cells in your body. You can have your hands beside you on your thighs in a prayer position. You can shut your eyes for a visualization if you'd like. And imagine breath, your breath, as light moving through your muscles, moving through every cell, moving through those muscles we worked today, soothing and restoring. As you inhale, send that breath and that light down to your toes, the soles of your feet, and the tops of your feet. Releasing any tension you have in those muscles and healing. As we inhale, we're sending that breath, that healing light, down to our calves, our ankles and shins, our knees. As we breathe, we're sending that breath and that light to our thighs, our quads, our hamstrings, all of the upper leg. Healing, soothing, relaxing. As we breathe in, we're sending that relaxation and soothing, releasing any tightness we have remaining in our hips, our low back, our mid back and shoulders, our upper back. As we inhale, we're sending that breath and that light to our neck, our head, our forehead, releasing any tension we have remaining in our eyebrows, cheekbones, and jaw. As we inhale, we're releasing any tension, sending soothing and healing to our upper arms and our forearms, our wrists, our hands, to each one of our fingers, releasing any tension, healing any pain or discomfort. As we inhale, repeat the mantra softly to yourself. I strengthen. Exhale, I soften and heal. Inhale, I strengthen. Exhale, I soften and heal. Inhale, I strengthen. Exhale, I soften and heal. I strengthen. I soften and heal. Inhaling strength. Exhale, softening and healing. You've built strength today, and with your breath, you've created space for healing. Strength and softness work together to keep you balanced and well. Nice deep breath all the way down to your pelvic floor, below your belly button. Expanding your rib cage, expanding your chest, fully exhaling. 2 more breaths just like that. Thank you for joining me today for our seated stretched mobility and recovery. Diane's ready for a nap. Just kidding. Yes, it is relaxing, right? That's the whole purpose. You have to do both parts of the puzzle. You have to do the strengthening for our muscles, but we also have to do the stretching. We're not 12 years old anymore, and we can't just go out and run and play and then like go and laze on the couch the rest of the day. Because then you're going to be like stiff and your muscles can't recover like that. Don't forget, this is on the YouTube channel, so you can repeat it at home.